Happy Monday, everyone. Here we are again. So, hope everybody had a good weekend. Had a good first day of the week here. We're about that time of the day when it's time to start thinking about dinner. Well, on the way home from school today, my son asked, well, what's for dinner, right? So I thought, well, we all love Mexican food around here. So I suggested enchiladas. He gave that the thumbs up, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna make what's called a Christmas enchilada. So we're gonna have both the red and the green sauce on there. Along with all that cheese. We're gonna have some chicken in there. It's gonna be really good. Really simple dish, but extremely tasty and full of all kinds of vibrant flavors. You're gonna notice in the title, these are called actually Chicoladas because within my friend group, one of my best friends makes the best enchiladas that I know, and that's the name we came up with. It was Chicoladas. So Katie, hope this recipe does justice to that. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna show you the recipe and we're gonna be back at it. All right, guys, so here are our items that go in this recipe. We've got our chicken. Whoa, Dave, that looks a lot like one of those rotisserie chickens you get from the store. Seems like some of you might be saying, doesn't that breaking the rules? Well, how can you break the rules when I make the rules? No, a little humor. Just kidding. Rotisserie chicken, pre-made, is a great starter for a lot of dishes. You know, why reinvent the wheel? You can use this as a base for your dish. Just as easy to do on your own too. You can get a whole chicken and roast that in the oven, but this is also a great way to start things out. So that's what that is. We've got our finely shredded cheddar over there. We've got our corn tortillas. We've got that cilantro over there. You can see that's in a jar of water. I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, where when you get your fresh herbs from the store, if you cut the bottoms off the stems and put them in a glass of water, keep that little baggie that came from the store, you can actually end up keeping those herbs for about a good couple weeks. It's a great way to extend the longevity of that. So over there you can see that red enchilada sauce, the green enchilada sauce, and then we have some fresh pico. So that pico and cilantro are what's gonna go on that dish once those enchiladas are baked. So this is definitely a dish where you're gonna get your hands dirty. So first step is we're gonna go shred that chicken and get our assembly line ready with those sauces in the pan, and I'll bring you guys back to show you that. Okay, guys, we are ready for assembly. So you can see over here we've got our chicken shredded. We've got our sauces and cheese ready and our tortillas. Like I mentioned before, this is definitely kind of a get your hands dirty kind of recipe, but that's good fun. So we're gonna get there. Real quick, this is kind of another fun trick. Whenever you do get those rotisserie chickens, never just throw away your leftovers. There's always gonna be a little bit of meat left on the bone, and then you've got all of the the chicken itself. You can boil that, put that into a pot, bring that up to a boil, lower it down to a slow simmer, which you end up then with is some beautiful chicken stock. As you can see, my co-pilot over there, Luna, earlier, Luna loves chicken stock on her dog food. She's a spoiled golden retriever. And so a lot of times we'll do this with the chicken, get a little bit of extra stock, or, obviously in soups or whatever else. So just a little fun trick there. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, we want to coat that bottom of that pan with a little bit of each of those sauces. We'll start with the red, and also put some of that green in there. What that's going to do is twofold. That's going to be useful. One, you need to have some of the sauce on the bottom. Two, these tortillas, if you tried to just fold it without getting it wet, it would just break apart. So you got to kind of soak those in a little bit, like that. Ooh, that's a happy Christmas tortilla. That tortilla's happy what he got for Christmas here. All right, so let's start. We're gonna get a little bit of chicken. You don't want to overload these, but a fair amount of chicken in there. And we will get some queso. Just a little bit in there. All right. Give that a nice tuck, and then roll that up. There we go. Push him over to the side. Nice and easy. Get another one. Soak him up. Same process. Get a little of that chicken. Some of that cheese. Okay. Tuck him up there. Nice roll. Just take your time. Try not to let it. If they break apart, they break apart. But we always try to do our best to keep them whole. So that's how we get that started. I will bring you guys back before I get these in the oven so you can see what it looks like before. And let me get to folding the rest of these. Okay, so that's what we ended up with. Looks yummy already. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this in the oven at about 350, covered for about 35 minutes. Then I'm going to take that cover off and I'm going to leave that under the broiler for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, watching extremely closely so I can get that nice brown on the top. So I'll bring you guys back with the final product. All right, guys, this is what we ended up with. We got our beautiful chicoladas, chicken and cheese enchiladas over there. That is classic refried beans, just really simple kind of refried beans, some taco sauce, cheese, blended together, baked in the oven. I feel like when you bake it in the oven, it has a better result than if you put it on the pan. It gets really creamy and it's a great accompaniment to the enchiladas. Back there we see our toppings. We've got our fresh pico de gallo and cilantro. And so all that's left is that big bite. Right back at you. Okay, here we are. Moment of truth to see if what we cooked is good. Most important part. I want to show you guys a little bit what it did here. If I can, give it a shot. So we've got our enchiladas there with a little bit of pico and cilantro. I'm kind of a cilantro fanatic. Should be pretty good. I like the contrast normally between the cold, fresh pico and then you got the warm enchilada with the chicken, but none of that means anything until we take that bite, so let's go for it. A little bit, it's probably hot. I hope I don't burn my mouth here. Get a little bit of everything. Oh boy. Should be good. Like I said, who doesn't love a really good enchilada? But the contrast with the creamy cheese and the enchilada and the chicken to that nice pico, the tomatoes and the cilantro, it's just great. So, hey, I hope you guys can try this video out. Give it a chance. Give it for yourself. And like I said, don't forget, as always, to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, like the video, and look forward to sharing future videos with you guys next time. See ya.